Hello and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we are going to be doing something super fun that I love actually doing with all Disney characters, except this time we're sorting villains. Oh yeah. Okay, it's, Halloween time. All that ghoulish spirit is in the air, and I think it's only fair to sort the villains. I mean, they're magical too, right? And despite what you may think, not all of them are in Slytherin, but I will say it was a lot harder than I thought. So a majority of them are in Slytherin, but also Ravenclaw. Okay, let's start and then you'll see, and you may agree or disagree. I'd love to hear about it in the comments down below. So we're gonna start. So I'm not doing all. First of all, I'm not doing all the Disney villains. There are way too many to do. I'm doing 10, maybe a little more. Not too many though, don't worry. So, oh, one sec. Okay, I'm back, sorry. I wanted to go get my sorting hat. I love this thing. I wish it was the real one. I really have like a goal to get the big one. I don't really care if the big one talks or not. I just really want a sorting hat. It's on the list. Anyway. So we're going to start with Maleficent. I love her. If you haven't seen the new Maleficent movie, go watch it. It is incredible. My husband's not a very big Disney person, but he saw Maleficent and he had to agree. Even if you're not into it, it is just so visually beautifully done. It's an incredible movie. It's like Avatar. Like, not the story, obviously, just, you might not be into it, but it was very pretty to watch. Anyway, off topic. Okay, so we're gonna start with Maleficent, and Maleficent, I put her in Gryffindor. No. 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 Yes. So Maleficent is in Gryffindor. Reasons to put this villain, this great villain, into Gryffindor. She's brave. I understand that what she did to Aurora was not cool, not okay, not kosher, but if you watch the new movies they made, you could tell that she's so brave that she loves Aurora. It's not the fake legend that we heard in the original story, which I thought that was a really clever twist that they did do. But she was very brave and she fought for the one she loved, even if it hurt her or it wasn't something she agreed with. So I think she is brave and chivalrous and belongs in Gryffindor. If you disagree, you can let me know. Okay. The next one was Shere Khan. I feel like he's an underrated villain. I don't really care for him, although I think he was really, they did a really good job with him and Scar in the live actions. They were actually scary. But I put Shere Khan in... Yeah, that was actually right. Ravenclaw. He is in Ravenclaw. He's a clever cloaks. Yeah, he's cunning, of course, but he's also clever. They even try to make him sound very smart and intelligent. So to me, he goes into Ravenclaw. The next character I chose to do, this is going to be great. So she's one of my favorite villains ever. And you're probably all going to disagree with me and think I'm nuts, especially because I love dogs and dogs are my favorite animals in the whole wide world. No. Yeah, Cruella goes into Hufflepuff. So I don't remember, I couldn't find anything on when I was researching her on her origin story, but for whatever reason I do recall something about her actually once being good and then something snapped and she became bad. If you know what story I'm talking about, maybe I'm just making it up, I have no idea, but for some reason I had this feeling that she was actually good once. I don't know, but if you know what I'm talking about or you also agree, let me know. But I definitely think she's a Hufflepuff. Now, I know Hufflepuffs are supposed to be kind and loyal and yes, but they're also hardworking, which Cruella really is. And I actually truly do believe that in her origin story, she was good, and someone really screwed with her, or something happened, and she snapped and became a villain and became bad. But I think her inner core, her inner soul, is a Hufflepuff. If 11-year-old Cruella de Vil walked into the Great Hall and got sorted by this by this sorting hat, she would be a Hufflepuff. I think she is a Hufflepuff. Okay, next is another dear friend. She's not my friend, but she's a villain I actually really like, and that is Mother Gothel. I think Mother Gothel is not a Slytherin. She is a... Oh, wow, you're on point. Okay, yes, Mother Gothel is a Ravenclaw. She is not as villainous as we believe, and she's clever and smart and has been able to avoid all contact with other people and hide Rapunzel as best as she could. And I truly believe that she is Meg. If you haven't seen that video by the Carlin brothers, you should totally check it out, because that was mind-blowing. She is Meg. Connects to Hercules, makes so much sense. Okay, next villain. We have Gaston. Now, Gaston was an easy one. He's so in love with himself and evil. And that's our Gaston. That one was as easy as ever. This next one was also pretty easy, mostly because I didn't want to put him in Slytherin, but then when you realize he's actually an actual snake, it makes sense. Oh. This thing really wants to put him in Gryffindor. Yeah, he goes into Slytherin. I doubt any of you will disagree with that, so that's fine. So for the remaining villains, I didn't want to put them all in Slytherin, but they also fit the description of a Ravenclaw, so I had to combine it. And we all know it's a thing. There are Slytherclaws up there, which is the category I made, and what, Griffin Puffs? There are definitely tons of Griffin Puff. I am a Griffin Puff. Full-blown Griffin Puff. Anyway, so the first person in our Slytherclaw category, I'm just going to put him right here. Maybe I'll put him right here. Oh, but then you guys can't see him. There we go. Okay, the first one in our Slytherclaw category is Lady Tremaine. She is clever. She's very evil and cunning and all of that, but she is also, I think, very clever, and being surrounded by her two, what are they, like, okay, not the brightest of daughters, she really comes off as much, I don't know, for me she seemed Ravenclaw. Maybe she seems much more clever than she actually is because of the two stepsisters, but I could be totally wrong. Also, did Zero turn off? He totally turned off. Whatever. Okay, now for one of my favorite villains of all time, Hades. Hades is a Slytherclaw. Wanted to put him into Ravenclaw fully, but he's cunning, he's shrewd. Pretty much everyone I name has a mixture of wisdom, wit, cleverness, and like cunning and shrewd and sly, which are characteristics of both houses. So after Hades, we have Scar. Scar is definitely a mixture. Then we have Shan Yu. If I'm saying that wrong, I apologize. You can let me know down below if you would like, if it's really upsetting you. Not trying to step on any toes over here. Oh, here's another villain that I really like. She's not like my all-time favorite, but I do like her. Ursula. I don't know why. I just danced, but I did. Ursula is definitely a Slytherclaw. I was also on the edge of putting her into Hufflepuff, because I feel very similarly to Cruella de Vil, that she was once good and kind and loyal and hardworking, and something snapped and she went all dark. I don't know the origin story. I don't know if we already know the origin story or if we will find out the origin story. If you do know the origin story and you want to let me know, that would be awesome. I would love to hear it. You can let me know down below, or put a link in the comments and I'll follow it and I'll read it. I love reading anything Disney, really. So it's something to do. So Ursula. So Ursula, actually, maybe she isn't a Slytherin. Maybe she's a Hufflepuff. That would make sense. Actually, that fits. If I can put Cruella de Vil in Hufflepuff, I can put Ursula in Hufflepuff. So that's happening. Okay, never mind. She is a Hufflepuff. Next, we got the Evil Queen. So I wanna put the Evil Queen in Slytherin because she's very evil, and I will admit that as a kid, she terrified me. Those eyes of the hag, I had nightmares about those eyes. That witch terrified me. She is totally a Slytherin. She is, you know, clever and witty and knows all her spells and all that stuff, and she uses it for bad, you know, to win power and all that stuff that Slytherins love. Next we have Sid. Sid is our Pixar character. I think he's, oh no, I have 2 Pixar characters on here. Sid is, why is Sid a Slytherin? I apologize. Sid is a, oh, well, he is pretty creative with all the monsters he designs. Okay, I'll leave it. That's why I put him in Slytherin. Sorry, I made a list and I'm looking at it and I'm like, wait, what? But Slytherin makes sense. So we have Sid from Toy Story. Love that movie. Haven't watched it in a minute. Did watch the second one recently because I realized I hadn't seen it in years and I forgot how actually incredible it is. It was so good. It's crazy that they were able to make a sequel good, and the third one was good, and the fourth one, I know not a lot of people like the fourth one. I liked it. I do wish that they put a little more emphasis on the goodbye between Woody and Buzz. Sorry if that was a spoiler, but I don't know, I kind of liked Forky's character, even though everyone complained about the same thing about him being a little repetitive and annoying, but I liked him. Trash. I can't do that well. Whatever. Okay, next villain is also pretty cool. He's definitely a Slytherin. He's clever, he's witty, he's creative, but he's also out for power, and that is, okay, I'm definitely going to say this wrong, Dr. Facilier? I used to say Felicier, and then I realized that is not how it is spelled, so it's Facilier. He is pretty bad, and I like him. Wouldn't want to cross paths with him, but I like him. So he's a Slytherin in my opinion. And the next one is Lotso the bear. So Lotso, he is clever, he is smart, he knows how to manipulate people, which I guess are also just attributes of Slytherins because they're cunning and sly. But I believe he's a mix of both. I also just really didn't want to put everyone in Slytherin. I thought about it and I was like, no way is every Disney villain a Slytherin. But then again, we know Lotso's story. So he was kind and loyal to his human, and he even came back, but then his heart was broken. So is he actually a Hufflepuff gone bad, gone rogue, gone, ooh, snapperoo? But then again, I feel like maybe that doesn't work for any of them because maybe they're Hufflepuffs at the core, and but if you're loyal to the end. If it's at your core, does that make sense? But also, yeah, sorry, this is like a huge rant. We're also done, by the way. Lotso's our last one on this list. It was not a very long list. I believe I'm correct, right? Yeah. Lotso is not Lotso is the last on this list. I'm sorry. So, I actually wonder if that's true. If it's at your core, can you go rogue? But then again, the minute one of them is shown warmth, I guarantee they'll go back to, not like warmth, but if things, you know how there are movies where like, oh, they made the villain good again, and they go back to being the original self that they were. I wonder if that's the case. Just something to think about, because I also believe that the part of the reason we get sorted at such a young age is because our souls are still untainted. We're young enough where they more or less are untainted, and it shows our pure and true self. But then again, Dumbledore did say once that he often wondered if we get sorted too young. Food for thought. I don't know. If you guys agreed with my sorting, which I love doing and putting things into categories, let me know down below. If you strongly disagree and think I'm like bonkers for thinking like this, let me know. I want to know. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I will be back with another video this week. And have a happy and safe Halloween. Bye. Guys, also, if you like this video, don't forget to like. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe. I will put links to things down below, as well as my new Instagram, A Seriously Magical Topic. So go ahead and follow me on there, and I will leave a link to it down below. Don't forget to comment, and I will see you guys next week.